Good morning, my lovelies. Welcome back. So, we are going to, we're going to do a few things today, I think, because Patty's trying to work up some mojo, which I don't currently have. But officially, this is going to be part of our How Do You Do Art, I believe, because I want to try an experiment on our pages from the Frida book. From this book here. This is the one I was working with the other day, which is under here, and we're going to pull in a sec. Yeah, it's been several days. I should not have left them on my board that long, but you know, it's me. So, I was waiting. This is how I was actually going to start How Do You Do Art this month, but powers that be and all that. Or Amazon, better known as. Okay, so this page goes with, I don't know, one of these. Maybe like that. Nope, heck no. I don't know, doesn't matter. But it looks like, kind of a normal-ish painting, right? But no, then she's got spiders and death and things. So what we're gonna do is, one of them goes with that we're using somewhere in here. Shoot, beats me. I'm gonna move this first off for a second. That is the pages we're gonna pull, see if we got anything. I don't think we did, I think I overdid it. And these I have citrus olive, finally. So we will be doing some National Geographic stuff with this, which now I gotta go get the National Geographic. How funny is that? But I also got this universal orange cleaner that says it's supposed to be exactly the same thing. We're not counting on that, guys, but experiment, right? Because this is hella expensive. So I thought, well, let's try out some of these things that claim to be the same. One moment, I got to get my little Alice in Wonderland stuff off my desk before I ruin it. So I don't know, and I don't really know how this is supposed to work, but what we're going to do is take these two. Are those the two I want? Yeah. Oh, it doesn't matter. Because her stuff is all kind of nature. What do I want to say? Neutrally background. It's very, words. Yep. I'm on the higher medicine, can you tell? Earth tones. Woo, Patti. So I'm just going to pour some of this on here. And I'm going to zhuzh it around with this because I was too lazy to get out a paintbrush. You know, make sure it's on everything. And I'm going to smack these two pages together so we can let them dry for a bit. Yep, like that. Ta-da! Maybe I'll even brayer them. Ooh, slip sliding away. Okay, you get over there. Here for the next portion. Next portion. Okay. And I really should have put these on a mat, huh? Well, wasn't expecting it to go greasy. I don't know why. It's a degreasing cleaner. Okay. Setting those aside, and I'm not setting them in front of the fan because I want to give them as much time as they can have. And then I'm going to do these two with the universally one. Right? So I'm going to set their bottles on top because I'm not going to remember. You guys already know those. Okay, going to clean this off. Wow, that dried really quick. Apparently I got the majority of it off there. And I should really be using that green into something, but you know, we're not going to. Splooge. These are all natural cleaners, which I love. So we can play, right? Like, that's the beauty of that. We can, see, we can sling it to the side, I guess, if we want to. Oh, it smells so good. Now this one smells more chemically than the other one, which is odd because they're both supposed to be 100% natural. So the other one, which we will do another test with, but not today, is orange. Just oranges, essentially, is what you're using. Which makes me wonder why we wouldn't use oranges, but that's for another day. That's another day when we get the Nat Geos. I don't know that that's going to do anything, guys, but because I can't dissolve those papers and change their colors and whatnot, as you know, even with bleach, it made me wonder, could we do this? And yes, I could look it up. It ruins my fun. I will at some point. Well, by the end of our How Do You Do Our, I will look up what the bases of those papers are. So then we have, oh no, let's pull this next. So let's just see, because these have been on here for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days now, which is way longer than I meant to do, but you know, that's what happened. Uh-oh. And it might be that we have to flip them over if they start ripping my pages too much. Oh, look at that. It still left stuff on the sides. That's okay. Yeah, see, I did too much and I lost the majority of my girl, which is okay because that just means we can use that on something else. So then this one I think I put down to see if we could oh, shoot. Nope. The answer would be no. Oh, but look, it completely covered her and stayed. Yeah, because I forgot this was supposed to be a transfer. So this is rather a dud, isn't it? Yeah. That was not what I was doing at all. Okay. It's killing me. I just want to know. Well, here. I think I so overdid these, I can just rub that on there. I didn't mean to actually pick it up from the other one. So let's take this opportunity to smush them back down. So, well, we know they're not moving yet, don't we? I'm just trying to get some of the dissolver actually on that side there. Yeah, whatever. I wonder if I should have a book on these. Probably something weighted, huh? Because normally you smash your book shut, so let me toss a book down on top of them. Come on, Sally. I toss this paper because I don't want the grease on my books. I know. Well, now the grease is already on my books. All right. So let's see. Again, because this paper is so weird. And this is a greaser. Oh, man. Is there if we wind up using this for any length of time, yes, I will put it in a spray bottle. Or a squirt bottle or something. I mean, it's going to get used in my house regardless. Somewhere, somehow. Gonna let that set for a minute, and then we're gonna see if we can take that paint off that page, because that surely was not what I meant to do with that. So let's just set that aside for a moment. And then what are we gonna move on to? Well, here's the thing, the no mojo thing. I've been cutting out pieces of Diane's, who is the Messy Palette, I believe, is the name of her channel. I don't believe she is. I know she is, but I think that's the name of the channel. All right, I can't help it. I said set it aside, but look how fast it's, look, it is taking it off. Look at that. What is this paper made of, I say? I just don't know, you guys. It is the weirdest stuff ever. Oh, no. It will smear the paper. Look at that. Well, I'm assuming. It doesn't mean we didn't actually do that with the, leaving her on the gel plate. Oh. Huh. Interesting. Hang on. Because if I went lighter over her and around her, no, I'm going to lose her face. All right, well, wasn't her face I was that interested in. It was actually this column down the center of the body that fascinated me so much. But this is an interesting development. See, told you. Experiments. You never know until you do it. So then this doesn't have any stuff on it, but now this does. So I don't know that we would be able to consider that a real test there. Because see how that's coming off, but it's not damaging what's underneath? I probably didn't have to put anything but water on her. Man, I had this stuff thick. Thick. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Interesting. Well, I'm not mad at it. Stick that in there. Ooh. Get it a little wet. Maybe I won't have to press so hard. Yeah. Oh, red paint down the back of my wall. On my very white wall back there. Well, you know. That's okay too. Okay, so. Interesting. Interesting that it's kind of going right through the paper. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it needs to dry before I can lift it, huh? Oh, there we go. Okay. She's like, nope. And yes, this was the only copy of this I had. I had meant to have my husband make me copies before we played, and I forgot. But genuinely, see, is it because I just got some really thick paint? Possibly. I don't know. We're just going to do this and then wipe it off and see what the heck we get, right? Seems like the way to go. It's not like this is anything precious. Certainly not. Nor is that one, to be fair. It was, I was trying to see if I could do a second pull with the same page, but I left it on too long. So it re-adhered. Anything that would have went on here did not. Oh, smeared it. Ah. Interesting. And yet the words aren't messed up. It's so weird. This paper is so weird to me. Okay. I know. I get fascinated by what the heck. Yes, I do. Okay, so if we spray just a little bit. I probably could have just took it off the Dawn dish soap, right? You know what I mean? But that's not what I was after, really, so. Okay, well, since that page is now looking, look at that, scrumptious, right? Well, since that page is looking a little scrumptious, what's on the other side of this page? Anything we care about? Let's see. Oh, shoot, it's the, well, funny. So this is this, right? And what I liked about this was not a lot, but look at the vibrant colors in the background. So if you took this page simply, well, it's right here, and went yayish, I guess. This is one of the things we were going to do. So I'm leaving just, no, let's take off as much of this as we can. We're going to come even further over. It's funny, we're working on the wet one now, which was not really my intention, but how cool is this tree? I mean, like, I don't enjoy her style of painting. And that's part of the point of all this, is I don't enjoy it, but I can see how very, very, very good she was, right? When you take the little individual pieces like we'll do with this, because this is part of what we were going to do anyway. Well, maybe we'll do this on a different day, a stamping day, because we're going to do a stamping day soon. And then, so let's Well, let me just cut it because it's so fragile. It's going to be like, no. Will it allow me to cut? Ooh, my room smells so good. It smells like oranges in here. I'm keeping those words for absolutely no reason. I'm going to go just above this hoof right here. Okay? Cut that because then you would never know that that was a hoof. And this can just make a pretty background to something, right? But then also, I feel like, so does this. Just all in itself. Because there's so many pieces of beauty in her work that just because you don't love the whole thing, like you could use this piece here as like a bit of washi strip or just a background piece in something. And then this one, because I did that, we can even flip over and use this side, which is also interesting. So, am I going to use this as a palette? I wasn't planning to, but we might. So I have out my soft gel today. Well, we're going to be featuring soft gel a few times, but, uh-oh. Apparently, it, oops, the little lid thing popped down in, and I got skins over top. Yeah, now I've got something to pull it with, I guess. I want to do what is going to look like on the surface. I wish I could remember what I wrote. My something love. Oh, I bet that says sweetest. No. Hope you always. Yeah, I don't know what the heck it says. That's okay. We don't need to. What was we doing with these? Oh, I think we're cutting the fairies out of these. These were fairies I had for my mama. Okay. So on here, what we're going to do is it's going to look kind of like we're doing collage at first. We're not really. We don't have to do it on here. Where's my little brown paper? You know, my sticky map. Well, shoot. Okay, we're back to doing it on there. I just want it on something I can lift it up off from afterwards. So I have a box of randomness, bits and pieces of something beside me. And I was not planning to start this small. But this one's fine. Oh, even better. So my plan is to make what's going to look originally like a lot of not much, right? And I'm going to put it down with matte medium today. Where's my little, here it is. Look, I really need to clean things. Well, let's see how that goes. Yeah. Oh, see, this matte medium is getting hard. Yeah, time to use it. It's very old. Oh, it's too thick for my little mini one. Which oddly, that stuff, it was sitting in water. That should have came right off. So that's a little odd. And this is because I just don't feel like using a brush, but we are going to get it wet because my medium is thicker than it would normally be. What I meant was I was going to get this thick. What? What? Whoa, Patti. So I am randomly pulling, and whatever I pull out of here is what we're using. There's a bin next to me. And I'm going to try not to think too much. Right? I don't know if doing this on the pad is going to be the best plan ever, but that's okay because we're going to keep picking it up and moving it anyhow. I'm not that concerned about the back. What am I doing? My thought was to largely keep it in squarish, right? So the plan here is, and this is part of our How Do You Do Art, this is Joy Card Maker. As I know the artists, because this is August, oh, I didn't tell you, August, if you don't already know, is Artist Appreciation Month. This is Joey Card Maker. And if I forget to link them all, because inevitably I might miss one, and I might not even know whose stuff it is, in which case, obviously, I won't be telling you. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to move this over. And it does. It looks like a master board to begin with. I understand that. See how thick my stuff is? This is not working. Normally matte medium or soft gel. This is a soft gel medium. Sorry. Acrylic soft gel is, not like this. Patty's is going bad because it's been sitting in the sunshine next to my windows and not being used. And this one is several years old, which should be fine. Should have been. Oh yeah, see when you get down there to the bottom? Up here I'm thinking where that thing fell in, it's a little stiffer, which I can still use for other things. I just don't want to fight it right this second. I was looking around for, let's have this. It's a piece of, oh, they're my little, well, we can't ruin those. Those are going to wind up in the Alice in Wonderland journal, I think, possibly at some point. So this is too white for us. No. But I have this whole, hold on, this whole file folder right here of stuff, yeah, that we can use. So the envelopes all have individual different stuffs in them. Oh, that'll go good in Alice. All right, I guess I was wrong. I'm not going to just use everything I pull out. This is Tracy Fox. And so this is Patti. That would be me. Oh, okay. What I'm thinking is if I put some of this out and then, hold on, put some out. Good Lordy. It's far further gone than I expected it to be, which I would have knew if I'd have checked it ahead of time, which obviously I did not. So let's see. This is Debbie at Ink and Paper Co. Is this a, that's a pocket. We'll throw that in the Alice. No, that's not what's it, well, yes we will, but I'm not. Well, this is also Debbie, so this works out. And I should have made one of these ahead of time, did I? Absolutely not. So that I could just show you my thoughts here, but because I have no mojo, I didn't really know what I was going to do today. You know when you get in those funks and you're like, nope, I want the other side. I was going to put that under, and then I put the glue on the top, so I want the rough edge instead. Yeah, you're getting, you know, everybody gets through a little bit of funk, and usually, if you get your hands, look at this. This is the edge of a, yeah, baby. It's the edge of a paper, what are the strips? Snippet roll. There you go. I'm not going to do a whole lot. I mean, I am. Not necessarily right here because I wanted to show you the next step. Well, okay, I want this end right here. This is what I was after. So, what's everybody else doing? I got to check and see what everybody's doing. I didn't see a lot of Artist Appreciation Month videos come out yet. I've seen me and Dawn and Kiki, I think, is all I've seen so far, which is okay. You're supposed to drop your intention video, ideally, somewhere around, well, I guess we're using that. This is Patti. This is me. down the edge. Nothing but me. Oh, Sam starts school. By the time you guys see this, Sam will be in school. Senior year, all that big stuff coming up. This is definitely Louise Hensel. Fairly certain. It gets very awkward when you can't always remember, but once it's in this little junk bin over here, not necessarily going to remember. You know, that's what happens when it's in the, this is the just the bits, so I guess we can hashtag just the bits on this, because that's what this is, the bin that we're playing in. I know I'm doubling up on what's happening on videos. I don't mind. I'm going to put that on just like that. I was going to go in a square or a rectangle. I know. You guys knew it wasn't going to happen when I said it. Good intentions and all that jazz, but, oh, let's use this portion here. And I wish I knew who to tell you this was, but I don't know. If I guessed, I'd say Tracy Fox, but I think I'm wrong. So that's why I wasn't saying too much, because I don't really know who that is. And not everything on here is a digital, obviously. It's funny, I hadn't intended to use any digitals at all this month in these how do you do art projects, but I really wanted to do this. How did I just have this? I don't know, but it's going like that now. So this is making me take longer. The gel, I feel like. Glue stick would have been quicker, but at this point it is a glue stick. Surprise. And I definitely should have made one ahead of time. Sorry, guys. Well, no, I wanted to show you what I was doing, but I thought I had bigger pieces like this, right? Oh, where are those? Oh, no, those aren't big pieces anyway. No, because I don't want her face. Well, hold on. We'll just cut her face off. Don't anybody freak out. It's a picture. I know, some people do. They're like, you shouldn't have cut them, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, it's a picture. And I don't have anything around me, so. There, I didn't cut all of her face. How's that? Doesn't matter, because it's going to get cut up anyway. Which is one of the reasons I wasn't going to use digitals to do this. So you'll see me do this again with just Patti stuff. Well, hopefully you'll see me do it again. No stencils, no. Why did I go on the top? I wanted it on the bottom. Well, we'll just move it over here. Oh my gosh. Not enjoying that. I gotta tell you. I'm gonna have to see what do I put in here to reconstitute that. But look, I can manage an over-under, so that's cool. Yeah, so usually your soft gel medium is very, not this. But that's because it wasn't as protected as I thought it was. That's what happened. All right, this is, I think this is Louisa too. Oh, maybe it's gonna be a Louisa kind of day. So my intention was to start with big pieces, right? And then fill in with smaller pieces if we felt the need. And I wanted some of my paint, my gel plate prints in here. I don't know where the heck those are. They're in this bucket though. I've seen some. Oh, see, there's some. They're much heavier than the rest. Look. More Joey card maker. Why? Because I don't really use a lot of little feet. But that didn't stick. That was part of my worry, was that things would wind up sticking too much. We're going to do just some of this right down the edge, but I don't want it on that edge because it's already getting beige, you know? You know what I'm saying? Okay. And then I think, well, no, I got to find a gel plate print. And then after that, I think we can move on to the next stage. And I'll do more of this so you can see. Using the digitals threw me off. I probably shouldn't use this particular scrap bin. That's okay. It's all good. It will all work out. See, more and more and more. This is how it's going to work. You won't really be telling what is what. Where's that spray bottle? And my reason for using the gel plate is I know it'll come right off as a palette today, because I figured, well, I'm going to throw some paint over it and pick it up probably, which we might do on here. Not the plan, but would be a cool plan. Okay, let's just, stop here with that portion, and then we'll put like, where's that one? Yeah, this one edge right here is really cool, I think. And I would like to put a piece of it right here where there's a hole in our page. See the hole in our page? Yeah. Kind of like that. You'd have thought some of it would have shoved up under there by now, huh? Now it's like more like Yes paste, I think. Interesting to know. Interesting to know that. Right, there's a big old clump of glue. Okay. So my thought here is we want to put something in the middle of here. What if we put that right there? Will it matter in the end? Probably not. Oh, that piece. See, what is with that paper? Oh, shoot. Could have used this side, which I like a lot. Well, because I like that. Which means this side can too. Okay, cool. Let's put it right right here where all these joins come together. I'm not a huge fan of. So let's cover this up as best we can. That's already got some paint goodness on it. Oh, see, that paper is so weird down there. Here, have a piece of cement. All right, well, do that too. Okay, so this is where we're going to stop for now because this is taking too long. And it does look like a masterboard. I get it. And that's because part of it is, well, I don't know. There's only a few digitals in there, I guess. Because this is a book. I still thought, oh, it doesn't matter what I thought. I'll work on this pace later. This could have been so much quicker and should have been. So that didn't go anywhere near how I thought it was going to go. Okay, now, yep, we're going to continue to use that as a palette, but we're going to move this over to on this piece of paper. If I can move the palette, and move the palette over there. If we need the palette. Okay, first things first. Now this, I watched Patti over the weekend. I often watch her when I am lacking. Her and Froyle, I watch a lot when I'm lacking any oomph, you know? So, which ones do we have? Which is on hand? Okay. So black, and I'm going to try to hold it. That right there is going to catch me. Do you see that? Big hole. There we go. So yeah, it's wet. We don't care. I don't really remember how she made her marks, but I know she did some mark making, which I thought was brilliant. We are going to have to break out some paint because we have a little too much realness going on for me, but that's okay. And I'm looking at it, and I feel like we have the majority of the colors on here are warm. I said majority, not all. So don't anybody come after me for that. I'm overdoing it because Patti overdoes everything. Yeah, we know. We know. I do love these little circly bits down here, so I feel like we should lean into that. Doesn't matter. This is all going to move as we're playing. Right? Okay, that's enough of that. So then, I was like, they can't be far away. I'm not sure we're breaking out paint. I'm trying to avoid it, but am I in your... Do I need to back up a little bit, you guys? Man, if I was off screen, I'll tell you what. I can't tell you how many times I did that last month, and you guys didn't get to see the videos. See, that's still wet, so that is what worries me. But I'm just making them randomly, right? That one felt like it needed that. And I moved into the cool color on top because the bottom is already warm. And see how that doesn't show up that great? That's okay. Let's make sure this is clean. Yep, doing it twice. Do you see this? Because over here, this should, in theory, pull up. I've got to avoid that corner. Okay. Excuse my arm. I need this or I'm going to do it wrong. Warm. Oh, cool. Right? Because golds and such can go both ways. Lucky little things that they are. I'm trying to hold things at an angle where I would not have a lot of control, but still give us some bang for our buck. Now I've just made scumbles. I know. But hold on. So purple would be in the cool colors. Well, my cool colors. Other people might figure theirs differently. This is how I'm figuring mine. Well, obviously, that's how I have my things laid out. You can see on this, and this is one of my newer ones. I have, so yellow, because yellow can lean both ways, right? It's more neutral, but so then yellow to the pink, I have on my warm side. And then yellow to the purple, I have on my cool side. So I got a W, a cool, and a B for both. Can you see it? That's how I have mine broken down. And really, you can spin it and then see what can complement it, right? But if you use all of those in liquid form, you're going to get mud. So doesn't mean it can't happen. Just how can it happen is more the thing. So I think with this, I would like to, hey, I brought my stencils back in, but let me grab this stencil here. It's on my desk. So we're going to put this over here. And this is a violet, which you're not, oh, maybe that's not the one I'm going to use through there. Because you're not going to see this much. See, it doesn't give you a huge bang, but it does activate that. So we have to remember that our Stabilo All is water activated, right? But it's so pretty. And if we pull it in, it gives us something new, right? this does not have the randomness I was hoping for. So let's do, we're on cools. Okay. I'm like, we're on cool colors. Use the cools. May the 4th be with you. Yes, I said 4th, just in case anybody was wondering. So I always go for this blue flash, it seems like. I do. It's in a lot of my stuff, I know. Because I like it. But see? So now I'm just kind of blocking. The point was to mark make on top of this, and then when we cut it up, we will come up with something completely new, but we still will have honored all these different artists. I'm actually paying attention today. I use pink interchangeably too. I'm not gonna lie. It's technically on the warm side of the bias, but I use it pretty interchangeably. And I need to see how these paints work for an upcoming video. Oh, okay. Do you have pigment load? Let's see. Yes, you do. Oh my. Okay. And so since we have that there, let's run this side through. Nope, too much. Too much of a good thing on that side. All right. That was not what I was hoping for. Right, because we want it to, well, it doesn't matter because we're just going to, oh, shoot. Well, okay, again with us. Yep, so much for that. And on to the finger paint we go. But more to the point was that we should be able to use this kind of like a catalyst wedge, right? So I can leave. So what I would normally probably be doing right now is using 2 separated colors on each side of this, because that's how Patti rolls. So let's see. I'm going to do it even though, because you can put purple and pinks side by side as they are in the color wheel, you know, work around your wheel and still be fine. But I so completely consider I use pink both ways. Now this is definitely looks like a cool pink, because within the colors, you know, once you have your basic, oh, this is black and white kind of deal. Oh, warm and cold, sorry. I don't know where I just went there. I was trying to pay attention to, you cannot. So in that way, it does not work like a catalyst wedge. Interesting. I was hoping it would show you both edges. So yeah, I'm gonna pull some with this. I know you guys have never seen me use this. It's not that I don't have it, I just don't use it much because it's a larger size thing, right? So now I got this sucker way wetter than was ever supposed to be happening. And you can see that I am obliterating a lot of what's underneath. Excuse me. And that's okay. Well, it's on purpose. Because I wanted more of, I'm putting some white out. Oh, I'm kind of impressed with how thick this paint is. I'm not going to lie. This is Dollar Tree paint. And I got it, well, you'll see, to, well, experiment with. So I should let those set a minute. I'm not necessarily gonna, as you can see, but I should. Where's my little bottle? Look at, that makes a beautiful, beautiful lilac lavender color. Okay. I don't know that these will stay. Can you see where I'm at? Because it's not, well, if my desk wasn't covered in 900 things, because that's what happens. Well, that's what happens here anyhow. Let's not lie. But it gets worse when I don't have any mojo, when I just don't have any oomph. So I wanted those to show up a little more. So I'm going to do blue first. Okay. So I'm just looking for spots. Just moments of time here. And you can see I'm not being precious about it. I am doing thirds, I notice. That wasn't really planned, but there, not thirds. And then we'll do some dots. That one should have the white in it so you can see it. Not that it matters because we can go over it time and time again. That's the beauty of it. So this is the paper I should have gotten out. Look, you can't even see my centerpiece anymore. Should have been with should have already been with the different dots and spots and whatnot. So we may have to do more than one part on this bad boy, which was not my plan. Well, probably was, because I was going to do it again in another color anyway. And see, because that's dark in the background, we can get away with these, or warm, right? We can do this. I just hadn't intended to do it with paint. Paint pens, yes, but not paint. Okay, what other colors do we have on this palette? Oh, this is messy today, huh? I like it. I like it a lot. Let's turn our page and work. This would have been a good one if I would have stopped to see what the PM Artist colors were this month. I always have to go double check myself because I always think, well, maybe you're on the wrong month, because that's a possibility. You know, they came out, well, a few days ago on the 1st. And see how light those are? Can you see those marks? But once it dries, and I might pause you to dry because I think I have a pause button, although I use it wrong all the time. But I still want to get a little more color down in here. So see how no matter how much these ones mix, I'm not getting mud, right? That's because I stayed on the cool side of the palette. That white is not a worthy white, I will tell you that. So we do know that. Like, I'm impressed with how thick it is, but it doesn't really have a pigment load to speak of. This is golden white, so, you know, it has pigment load. That's what I'm saying. Like, watch these dark colors, right? So, all right, so down here where I was just at, and I was trying to get some lightness going on. See, now I can just tap them, and there's light, because that is the difference between a gold and white, their heavy body, and other ones. Because it can go right through and brighten up just titches of where we've already been. And then if you really want to pop colors, you just put them back on top. Well, you usually wait for it to dry, but we're not, because we're bouncing through here. I'm trying to let that dry because I wanted to do more marks through it. But I don't know. I kind of am liking what I'm seeing. Oh yeah, you're supposed to be underneath. What are you doing? You're supposed to be catching the extras. Now that I'm confident I can get a white in here, I feel more confident playing down here in this stuff, right? I know, so far, I have not done anything earth-shattering, as you've seen. Well, we need dots instead of, like, I wonder if I have bubble wrap near me. Probably not. Well, I have this, so we could, I don't know, I haven't used this one yet. It was meant to be used on there. Oh, nice, okay. Not mad at that. So, just trying to make sure I'm in your shot. I'm coming here. So it didn't obliterate it, it just added, you know, a little something. Because, like, We don't need this white edge right here. There's no need for a white edge. Yeah, with that, that I would have thought I could have did. Let's see. I want to make sure you can see the difference in the colors. Like when you, all right, it left me already. The pink left because these are not. So this would have helped unify the entire page, right? You know, same kind of marks throughout. They don't have to be anything. So I'm going to dry this real quick because I want to come back with black. Yes, we could do the black now probably. I was thinking my back to the markers. That was what my thought was, but let's see what happens if we just pop a little bit of, oh, if I can open it. And I cannot without smacking the table hard. So, okay, loud bang, guys. Okay. Yes, it's fussy, but it's been with me a long time and it's still giving. Still like the giving tree, man. Like there's still a ton in there. And see how that just is gonna make everybody's day. Oh, I could use a little bit of water even. Come over here for a sec. Just doodling around, doodle doodle. Oh, that was cool. I really like the black in the... Let me just put the lid back on that sucker because that's a lot of paint to dump on my floors. I really like this moment with the black and the pink and the purple together right there. That's a good unexpected moment. So I like that. And then we're just making marks. So you see how what was underneath is still playing a big role, but not as big of a role as you probably would have expected. You know, it's there. It's there for sure. Now see there, because I mixed the black in, I can easily mud that. Let's not, but we could, is my point. So we have to be a little more careful because I put the black under and then I put white without letting it dry at all, which is going to turn us to a gray, obviously, with whichever color's in our background. I'm trying to stop. I know. I really want some more of the black swirly whirls though. And I think, see, that was what I was hoping for right there, was to let that set long enough that I could do over top. Because after this, and I should not do it wet, will I? Probably. Where's those scissors that are not my favorite? Well, before we do that, let me let this sit right here for a second. We might go a few minutes over, but it's basically just about done. It's not exactly what I was planning. Let me just say. When is it ever, right? That was why I called it an experiment. Let's take care of this stuff here. Oh, shoot. Because I'm trying to hurry. Everything's getting in my way. Yep, I know. That means we got 5 minutes left. Oh, I already knew that was coming. Okay. I cannot get the water thingamajig to work. You know how you... There, it worked right there. Which means my paint must be too thick. That's okay. So all I'm doing is slapping this piece of paper on here. But I do have to be mindful that there is glue in one spot. So we may need to let that set a minute. So what I'm going to do is flip this bad boy over. Do this here. Clean off my brayer a little bit. I know, I still haven't changed to the new brayers. I know. Because I get attached to mine. Okay, so it's not dry. But if it were dry, let's see. Let's say we cut it here. Because this is where all the fun is, right? When it's dry. I would probably cut these holes off. And I did not go far enough, but that's okay, because we can just cut this evenish here. And look what you have. Okay, we're gonna leave that one bigger. Move these little ones to the side for a minute. And now we're gonna cut these a few times. And another one, I bet we put some of these back together, right, with some more stuff. How pretty, right? Okay, even if you take that piece off, and then this piece off. Now, we can leave them, or we can zhuzh them more. Oh, hang on. Let me square this one up. I'm trying to hold it where my fingers aren't going to get in the paint too much. Don't do this wet. I don't recommend wet, guys, but what a lovely array, right? So, like, they're little pieces of beautiful art all by themselves. Every one of them. Now, this one needs some more white and stuff, some flavor, but it's that because I don't, there's a texture right there, and I want to leave that texture. We're going to just leave it be for now. I know, I'm pushing that part down because it didn't glue down. And then this one, oh, let's move that. I like it. It's not even, I know. Pretend it's even. Oh, now it's going to bug me because I can see it. I mean, none of them are super even, but there's this piece that's, you know, ripped on the edge. There. Right? So, they're just little moments of goodness. Do you not think so? I'm going to glue more of this together, and I'll pull out the pieces that have more interest or something, or we'll just work on them as we go. Isn't that wonderful? Can you see it? Where am I at? There we go. Yeah, it's beautiful. This one could go in a frame. And these ones were so close to ready to be framed. And so once, even though there's printables in the background, once those are obliterated and you cannot see somebody else's printable, it doesn't matter anymore, right? So this one does, because you can definitely see a printable. But once they're dry, I can doodle on top, right? Or not, as I please. I really like that. My son would like this one. Well, if he's not playing video games, he would like this one. And then we have these other little pieces that we're going to put back in to more, right? And these we could put back into more. And some of the pieces, if we needed to, we could add them, like right here. We could just add a pop of brightness, for sure on this one, right there. I would add that. I'm looking for a glue because they're both wet. So no, I'm just going to leave it sit with it because I'm going to ruin it. That's what we'll do. But yeah, that little piece of brightness right there could be a great moment, right? And then, let's see. We could add a moment onto this one with this edge. Right? And the black doodle through it, and the blue and purple when we doodled around, that's what makes them all uniform. Okay, so that's where I'm going to end it for now. Oh, no, I'm not. Hold on. Oh, we probably let it go way too long. Oh, it smells so good. I can tell you right now, I don't think either of these worked. Okay, this one is citrus salt. This is the other stuff. Oh yeah, look, it did nothing. Nothing. How do you do nothing? Oh, maybe I needed to put more pressure on. Okay. Well, shoot, I guess. That's odd. Or maybe it just needs more time. Because see, these ones didn't adhere like you would in a book. Maybe what I will do is I'm going to put more stuff on them and I'm going to close them back in their book. I'm going to close them tight. I'm going to pressure them tight so we know they're getting good contact and see what happens. Because this one's citrus up, and you can tell because you can tell the difference in the smell. All right. Well, for another day, we'll see what happens. Okay. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.